Yo, what's up? It's Greg Santos. Welcome to episode number 59 of CEO Life. Boom, motherfucker. Hey, you are the CEO of your life, whether you want to be or not. About a month and a half ago, I would wake up in the morning and the first thought I would think is, you are a piece of shit. You are not fucking doing what you should be doing to get you where you want to be. You are actively avoiding reality. In subconsciously, underneath the layers of you are a piece of shit, that was what my brain was attempting to communicate to me. You ever watched the movie Split? The movie where the guy has all those different personalities. I think he has like 26 different personalities, and he kidnaps those girls, and they're like in his basement, and then he goes down and he's Patricia, he's one of them, and then he goes back, and the next thing you know, he's Dennis, and then he goes back, and then there's the little boy, but the real one, I forgot. I think it's Kevin. I think Kevin's the actual personality of who this man is behind all these layers of different personalities. Who is the most reasonable one? It was like Kevin within myself was had the light and was surfacing, and he was saying, dude, like, this is what you got to do. Stop procrastinating, stop putting this off. You spent yet again another night not being productive. You didn't read last night, you were on social media, you didn't wake up early this morning, you woke up about an hour before work. What are you gonna do? Like, you have no time to meditate, you have no time to go exercise. You have only thing you have time to do is just get ready and go to work and be reactive. And you are consciously deciding not to go and live your life. You're consciously deciding to not go for what you're looking to go for, whatever your dreams are. For me, it's, of course, public speaking, getting my podcast off the ground, and speaking on stages across the nation. And I wasn't doing anything. And this is not just one day. This is over the span of weeks, where I'd wake up and I'd feel like shit, like, damn, I didn't do anything last night, I didn't do anything productive. I haven't been doing anything productive. I've been reading the same book for the last month and a half. I'm getting some reading in, but I'm spending a lot of my time on social media, or I would smoke some weed, and I would just avoid making the conscious decision to live my life. So I finally decided, okay, something has to change. So I decided to go back to school. And within that time span of deciding to go to school and putting my 2 weeks notice of being the assistant general manager at LA Fitness, and going to that little transitional period where I'm moving from the sales side over to the front desk side, I went down to what's called a sensory deprivation tank with one of my good friends. Her name is Olivia. We were celebrating her birthday, and I got her a nice gift for her birthday, which is a free float over at Newport Float Therapy. Shout out to Newport Float Therapy. And in a float tank, if you've never been in one, also known as a sensory deprivation tank, you're basically in this room that's the size of a closet. And there's salt water that's risen maybe 4 feet, no, maybe 3 feet. And the salt water keeps you afloat. And the water is the same temperature as your skin. And there's no sensory input or any kind of auditory input. You are just in this black room floating. And the purpose of it is to, like, I guess, simulate. I don't know if that's the right word. That you have no senses. And all you have is time to think. It's very meditative. It's very beautiful. I heard about it from the Joe Rogan podcast, Joe Rogan Experience, and I decided to do it myself. So in this tank, I usually go in with an intention, like, okay, I have a question that I need help answering. But this was for my homegirl's birthday. I said, you know what? This is just for fun, and this is something I'm just gonna experience with her. Well, while I went into the sensory deprivation tank, I started having these thoughts like, dude, look where you're at right now in your life. Every single day you wake up and you let another day pass by. Yet you know you should be doing something different, but you're not. I want you to think about when you're going to be 60 years old, 70 years old, and most of your life is behind you. Are you going to be happy with the fact that you did not go for your dreams? Are you going to be able to live with yourself that you never even tried, considering there's so much opportunity, there's so much possibility for you to actually make that real? Are you going to be happy that you didn't even go for it because you were too afraid? I was having this conversation with my friend Linus recently, and there's this epidemic of, we're not acknowledging fear. We're not talking about fear, and it cripples so many people. It's crippled me. It's crippled, even it crippled her. It's cripples so many people. People die never going for what they want in their life because they let fear hold them back. Do you feel like you can relate to this? Do you feel like you let fear have any kind of control of your life? I for sure feel that oftentimes. And as a matter of fact, I let fear control my life for many months without even doing anything about it. And it can just be so scary to actually go for what the fuck you want to go for, because we're maybe afraid of the social humiliation, or afraid of being made fun of, afraid of rejection, afraid of looking stupid, or maybe it's just our ego. We're trying to preserve our ego. Maybe we look at ourselves in a certain light, like, hey, I'm great and I don't have to worry about certain things, and you don't take certain actions to preserve your ego because you want to look good. And that is just really some kind of defense mechanism to keep you from, just keep you in your shell and away from breaking out and fucking living a better fucking life. In the short term, it's gonna suck, but in the long term, there can be some extreme benefits. I can name off two benefits. One, say you actually actualize your dream, what you're going for, what you doubted that you can do. What if you actually achieve it? What a fucking life. Most people don't achieve their goals or their dreams. They don't do what they want, or maybe they do what they think they should do. Maybe they think, okay, I have this something I want to do, but I'm going to fall back on this because it's more safe, because I don't believe I can do this. But what if you actually went forward and you fucking did it? What a fucking accomplishment. A life accomplishment. And number two, even if you don't achieve it, let's say you don't achieve it, at least you have the peace of mind that you went for it. You did it. You did your best. You tried. Imagine you get to the later years in your life and you are looking back and you have to live with the fact that you didn't even try because you were so afraid. How the fuck is that going to feel? It's going to feel fucking terrible. And this is what I'm thinking of while I'm in the float tank. I'm thinking, this is the fucking time to do it right now. And I have this profound thought, like, this is it. There's no other way. You gotta go do it. You gotta go for your dreams. You have the time to do it. You have the resources. You can go find the resources. You can pay money to go connect and be around people who's already achieved the life that you're looking to live. Be around those people and figure out how to reverse engineer that, basically meaning, how did they get there and what are the steps that took them to get there, and you just basically follow the steps. That's what I mean by reverse engineering it. So I leave the sensory deprivation tank and I'm like, wow. I feel like I was just given a gift. Like, this realization, okay, dude, time is ticking. You need to go take action. What are you going to do now? And I had those thoughts and I was like, okay, I have a good idea as far as what are going to be the next steps. And then along the way, I went to go see my brother-in-law, who is the CEO of a digital marketing company, and he's also the owner of this lovely studio. And it just made sense that if I'm going to go into business, I need to be as close as possible to someone who owns a business and specifically who is along the same track as me as far as becoming like the influencer, the persuader, the fucking leader in this group, the motherfucker who's the boss motherfucker and has the answers and could help lead people towards a, in his case, bettering their business, in my case, a more fulfilling and happy life. And I'm reading this book right now. It's called The Six Pillars of Self-Esteem. I think it's by a man named Nathaniel Branden or Brendan. And there's two parts, there's two components that go into self-esteem. The first one is self-efficacy, which is basically your belief in yourself that you're able to accomplish your goals no matter what obstacles are in front of you. That's one component of self-esteem. And if you consciously or unconsciously don't go for what you think you can do, then your self-esteem is going to suffer. But if you are going and tackling and going for what you're looking for or what you want to accomplish in your life and you're hitting little milestones, well, you're starting to have those data points and reference experiences of success, and then that belief is going to go up and up and up over the course of time. It's hard to build that from zero if you are consciously or unconsciously deciding not to go for what you're looking to go, whatever it is you want to do. The sad truth is, a lot of us numb ourselves. We decide to go on social media, not think about it. We decide to smoke weed. We decide to go out for nights of drinking. We decide to do something else. Whatever your drug of choice is. I don't fucking know. I just found out like not too long ago that niggas are popping Xanax like it's nothing. And that's a thing. I didn't fucking know that. I never grew up thinking I want to try some Xanax. But apparently that's the thing. But we numb ourselves constantly. We're deciding not to be conscious. And I'm going to reel in on one more point here, okay? The second component of self-esteem is self-worthiness, your belief that, or your certainty in yourself that you deserve love and happiness and a happy life. Okay, I'm not going to talk about that too much. But the first pillar of self-esteem is to live consciously, to be aware of the actions that you're taking, the little micro decisions that you're making every single day, which is ultimately going to make a big difference in your future down the line. It's the little things today that make the big difference 5-10 years from now. And just bringing a more awareness to your day. A way to do that is just be aware of what you're doing. Be aware of your thoughts. A good way to practice this is meditation. I just got this app. It's called Calm. And it's a meditation app. And it walks you through so many different meditations. But if you can bring some awareness to your thoughts, your life, your actions, if you can take a second to stop whatever you're doing and decompose, and reevaluate your life in silence, it's going to make such a big difference for you. And you have to take the time to actually be mindful of what you're doing. Be conscious of the actions that you're taking. And start making little decisions on a day-to-day basis that are going to help you along with your days. It's about getting 1% better each and every single day. And that 1% is going to compound over the long period of time. And you're going to be so much further along than you could ever dream of. And in the moment, it sucks. In the moment, it doesn't seem like it's going to work. And there's going to be credibility gaps. There's going to be fear. There's going to be doubt. And it's not you against other people. It's you against you. Remember, you are the CEO of your life, whether you want to be or not. Make the conscious decision to live a better life. Make a conscious decision to make better decisions. Make the conscious decision to say, I'm fucking tired of feeling like this and living like this. It's time to make a change. People do things for one of two reasons. Either inspiration or desperation. I'm doing this shit out of desperation because I'm fucking afraid of living with so much regret when I'm older. So figure it out for yourself. What is it that you want in your life? What do you want to accomplish when you're on your deathbed? Think, what do you want to say? I fucking did this. And I am so proud of it. And it's a life that was well lived, not a life that was squandered. Thanks for watching.